Hi. How are you? I love you too. Hey. Aloha. Aloha. Hi. Hi from Georgia. Hey. Hey, Mama Shelly.
Hey. How y'all?
My twin. My mom. My mother. She's right here. We look so much alike, huh? Hello from Riverside. Hi. From North Carolina. What's up? From Michigan. Hey.
How y'all doing in North Carolina?
Are y'all okay out there? UK. Hey. I love it when y'all put up your flags. Hey, Christine. We love you too. Hi. From Chicago. What's up? Chi-Town. Texas. Long Beach, California. Hey, y'all. From Riverside, too. What's up? Okay, Riverside. Riverside.
Been to that place once or twice.
The Reefer side. What will today's live be about? I got some stuff for you. ATL, what's up? Kansas, hi. Barbados.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening all the way from over there. Virginia, what's up? Huntington Beach, what's going on? Ohio, Houston, New York. From the UK, Golden, Colorado. What's up? I know that area. Brooklyn, Philly, Pennsylvania. LA. Is that Los Angeles or is that Louisiana? London. Wow. Hi there. Hello. Toronto, Canada. Bolivia. Anaheim, California. Arkansas, New Jersey. Ireland. Bakersfield, what's up? Maine, Los Angeles, Mississippi is in the house. We are listening because we believe and we stand with you. Thank you. Whether you're California, Rhode Island, Baltimore. Baltimore. Victoria, Australia. Wow. Indiana, UK, Arkansas. Ah. Wow. Mallorca, Spain. Wow. Hi. Hi. Spain. Wow. UK. Ali's army is worldwide. That's crazy. It's crazy. Wisconsin, Ireland. New Jersey. Hi. We're everywhere and we believe you. Okay. Cool. Thank you guys. Cool. Cool, cool. 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 Today's been a lot. I'm so happy there's so many of you around the world. That's huge to have. Canada's in the house. Cool. Inland Empire, California. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Like, thank you guys. It's wild. It's wild to know there's so many of you around the world still. It's a lot. In the best way. Okay. Norway. Alabama. Connecticut. Gangland, gang gang. Hey, let me know if you need my back, Prima. I'm in the hood. Alright, Prima. I'll let you know. okay. Can I ask you guys something? Have you ever had... Can you screen record this, by the way? I just want to talk to you for a second, and then Telegram is going to start going. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm so tired. I think I'm going to legit climb into the back of this car or something and lay down for a minute. I'm just tired. And not like so much tired physically, but just tired. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the secrets. I'm tired of being a secret. I'm tired of keeping secrets. I don't think you guys understand. Sometimes you guys don't understand. It's a lot on a person. And I know that a lot of you don't understand that. If you've never been through something traumatic, you think, you know what? Let's just spit it out. Let's just do it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. It can't get any worse. It can. It can. But we are not suicidal. There will be no car accidents. There will be no accidental fires. There will be no overdoses. There will be no accidental accidents. We're tired, but in a different way. And I think, reliving everything is exhausting. It feels like we're back again. So that's really tiring. In more ways than one. I don't want my enemies to think just because I'm crying there's something wrong. I don't want you to think that. I want you to know I'm tired of your shit. A lot. Everything is soul-sucking and exhausting in a way that a lot of people don't understand. Have you ever had a narcissist in your life? In a way that no matter what they do, they can never be wrong. If you come from a place, especially if you're black and you come from the hood, but it doesn't have a color on it. So everybody can answer this question. So don't think like, oh, she talking to black people. No, I'm talking to everybody, period. But black people in the culture in the hood know what I'm talking about, because when you come from the hood and when you come from that area, you can't come out sane and intelligent. You're called whitewashed. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to you and it happened from a narcissist, it's never their fault. They will never take accountability. They will never take responsibility. Their ego will never let them know that they did something wrong. They will never be able to admit to their own doing. Even if you said, hey, my part in this and what I did wrong is this. But you tore me up in a way that I can't explain. You know those people in your life? I know a lot of people have one where if they did something to you and you say something later, it's still your fault. It's still never going to be their responsibility. They will never admit to the things that they're wrong. They will never take a responsibility. They will never say, I did this and yes, this is my part. No, it's yours. Narcissist. Not just narcissist, but egotistical, selfish people that a lot of the times have been hurt themselves, but because they were so hurt, they could never admit to something that's wrong. Do you have a family member like that? Those family members that the nothing that they did, even if you took years to say something about it, nothing they did could ever be wrong. It's your fault. If you came out of it, it helped build your character. There's nothing wrong. You said my mom, my mother. Definitely understand. Yes, unfortunately. A lot of you understand that, right? Whether it's a baby daddy, whether it's a family member, whether it's a family member that did you dirty, whether it's a mother, a father, they could never admit to that. No, it's your fault. And if you start to tell them what they did wrong, they will always point it back to you. Because now you can't be telling on them. You can't say anything about them. It's the same thing with the Diddy parties. Let's take it back to the elite for a second. I'm talking about the grunts. Let's take it back to the elite for a second, when they'll never say what they did wrong. They're going to point the finger. Well, they did this. They did that. I left at 1 a.m. I didn't do this. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't say anything. Years later, usually if the person walks away with some type of sanity or some type of intelligence, if they're not whitewashed because they come from the black culture, do y'all know how black people are the most racist? Let's just be real about this. Black people have the most issues. Let's talk about it. Black on black crime is the highest crime. Black people are the most ones to say something that is very racist. And I don't care if you black, you know this. You know this. You know that if something happened in a black household, you're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to speak on it because they're black. And already it's so hard and heavy for them. So if you talk about what they did wrong, no, that's not okay. You can't talk about that. Black people can never be depressed. Black people can never talk about sexual abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse that happens in the house. It's one thing to whoop your child. It's another thing to beat your child like a slave. And then you wonder why they act like one. When they get older, you wonder why they continue the abuse when they get older. You wonder why the chain continues of the verbal abusive, the never amounting to anything, being told that you're not worth anything, being told that you'll never, ever, ever do anything except for be a number or a statistic to society. That's black culture. So to talk about black culture, that's not a thing. When people did that Black Lives Matter bullshit, that's why I never really bought into it. I never bit into it. I never believed in it, because black on black crime will never be talked about. If you talk about how another black man killed another black man in the hood, no. But if a white officer kills a black man, then we gonna talk about it. If it's a black on black officer, no, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. Are we? You know we're not. You know we're not, because what happens in the black household, and somebody said in the Mexican community too. Yeah, it's the Mexican community too. You can beat your child like a slave. You can treat your child like a slave and call it education. And then wonder why your child as a grown adult is still on the slave bandwagon. Now, if you walk away with it with some type of sense, if you walk away with it and want some type of education or sanity, then you're whitewashed. Right? You're whitewashed by the white man or society. It's your fault. It can never, ever, ever be their fault. If a white man or if a white person kills a black person, all hell is going to break loose. But if there's a black on black crime, nobody's going to say anything. We don't talk about the black on black violence in the hood. That's every damn day. But we'll sure as hell talk about the second that a white person takes a black person down. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Have you ever had that person in your life before that's a narcissist? It's not even a narcissist. I know a lot of people have dealt with this. A family member in your life that did something to you. And then when you start speaking about it, no, it couldn't have happened. It wasn't that bad. It's not their fault. It's your fault. It's not ever the person that did it and the person that was in authority, let's talk about the person in power, the adults. It's never, ever their fault. I don't expect them to take responsibility. I don't expect them to admit to their wrongs. If anything, I expect them to lie and point the finger. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm talking about, because somebody has had that life where you've had to walk away from everything that you know and start over. And then the second that you start over, you gain some type of peace or happiness, then you're the one with the problem. You're acting crazy. You're out of character. You're not like them. What happened to you? Because you're not continuing the chain. You always feel guilty for the rest of your life. Because you're like, maybe, yeah, everything that they said to me, I wasn't worth anything. I wouldn't amount to anything. I would never be anything. Everything is always going to be my fault. Everything is always going to be hell. You start to believe it because so many times it's been burned into you that that's what they want you to believe. So you never do anything else besides that. At one point, you start to dig into what they say. Because then you're like, fuck it, if I can't beat them, join them. You know, there's those people who are like those generational curses that will not quit. I can't do anything about them. I can't break them. So therefore, I'm just going to jump on in the bandwagon. Because that's the only way I'm accepted. That's the only way I'm loved. That's the only way I can sit at a family table. That's the only way that we can have a clear conversation without them attacking me. That's the only way that I'm not going to be the black sheep. That's the only way that people are going to love and accept me. Even if that's not the real me, they're going to love and accept me because that's who they want me to be. If you start to tell on them, if you start to say what they did, whether it's a baby daddy or a baby mama or somebody in your life, whether it's extended family or your family, there's always somebody in somebody's life that tries to bring them down, that tries to belittle them, that tries to bring them to their level. And when they don't stoop to that level, it's their fault. If you try to find somebody else that loves you and that cares about you, then it's that person's fault. That took the second to do what somebody else didn't do. What you were missing. What you wanted and what you needed all along. What was normal. And then when that person starts to love you, and when that person starts to care about you, no matter what, when that person is overwhelmed with worry because that's the only thing that they can do to make sure that, hey, you may not have the things that you need. Are you warm at night? Did you eat today? Did you sleep last night? Those overwhelmed with worries, those are normal worries. But you may not be used to those worries, so you start to lash at them. You put these walls up. That hurts the people that actually loves you because you're still dealing with the people that hurt you. Do you know what I'm saying? The people that are trying to love you keep getting hurt for what somebody else did in the past. They are trying to love you. They are trying to take the time. They are patient and they care and they're honest, but they can't do that because you won't allow them. Because all your life it's been burned in that you're not enough. All your life it's been burned in that you can't amount to anything and that you can't be loved. So when somebody tries to love you, you give them hell. Yeah, you give them hell, and you everything that person did to you is now their fault. You could be having the absolute best day of your life, and one minute it comes across that, whoa, I'm having fun, and then you're like, whoa, shit, am I allowed to have fun? Like, can I have fun? And then you start beating up on the person that you're having fun with because you're like, wait a minute, I can't have fun. I don't know what this is. I don't know how this is, so I want to stop. I want to be done. I don't know how this works. I don't know how to have fun normally. I don't know how to be at peace. So therefore, this is your fault. And you got to stop this. And they're looking at you like, why? This is supposed to be normal. This is what I thought you wanted. This is what I thought you needed. But you can't do it because you're so hooked on what somebody else did. And so you're already expecting that hurt and that pain and that trauma. So already you jump ahead of the situation and you're already traumatizing and hurting and punishing them because you feel like they're about to punish you. You know those relationships that some people have where you start to hurt the person because you think that they're going to hurt you? You think they're going to break up with you? You think they're going to do you dirty? So everything that they do, you start taking your anger out on them. They don't deserve your anger, but you do it anyway. That's a trauma response. Do you know that? Self-sabotage, yes. Because you're like, it's got to go wrong. I can't have a good day. There's no way. So now I got to hurry up and and start this fight. I got to hurry up and start this problem because I know that there's got to be one coming. And their egotistical, selfish ways will never, ever show you that it's them. Their egotistical, selfish, never responsible, never accountable ways will make you rethink everything and anything, all the things that you do. Until they're gone, and then you're like, they're the ones that love me. I was just so busy wrapped up on who hurt me. That's why I don't date. It's a big reason why I don't date. This is not a marriage ring. This is a purity ring. It's a purity band. And on it, what is this verse? Love is patient. Love is kind. What is this verse? I know this verse.
Corinthians 13, I think.
Corinthians. Yeah. This is not, I'm not married. It's a ring that's engraved with love is patient, love is kind. It's the verse my mom would tell me all the time when I was being beat and raped, and I would come back and visit her with bruises, and she'd be like, love is not jealous. Love doesn't put you in pain. I wear this purity ring because I want to start over. I haven't had sex in years, but I just want to start over. My mom, and I think a lot of people, I think a lot of survivors, they think after so many times of being brutalized and you feel disgusting and you feel like you could never be anything of what those girls get that are like, I just talked to my boyfriend for the first time and we kissed and we held hands and I'm so excited about where it's going. I'll never get that. I'll never get that feeling of like, no. 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 And a lot of you know, if you've been through a lot, you'll never get that. Oh, that lovey-dovey. No. You pass over that. Right? So I was like, I want to be that survivor that starts again. I hate this weight on my fourth finger left hand, but at the same time, because I've been engaged so much as a child, married too so much as a kid, I was just like, I don't know about this. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe this will back some people up, because if you're a godly person, then you understand that what this means. This is not a wedding ring, right? This is not the usual diamond ring. So I was thinking, maybe somebody will understand that this is a ring of purity and starting over, right? So I thought, hey, maybe some survivors need to know that you're not done. You're not, because somebody did what they did, it's not over for you. You're not just like disgusting and untouchable and it's all your fault. That's a lie. So I started a purity ring thing because I was like, maybe I could you start over. Love waits. Love actually does. And so, when you think about it and you're like, oh, well, he'll love me, he cares about me, they care about me, she cares about me, and then you start over and you're like, oh wait, no, Jesus cares, you know? And if you really love God, then you would be a reflection of him and you would treat me the same. That's my thing. Okay, I don't ever plan to be in a relationship, and I don't think that I could, because I feel like a lot of my trauma will start to like beat on the person that I'm trying to love, and that's not fair. So I don't think that'll work. So I want to talk about my mom for a second. My mom is the woman that stepped in. And it wasn't I wasn't given to her by God. She chose me. Okay. She chose me, and she chose me through commitment. She chose me through hardships. She chose me through overwhelming times, through tears of strength that she didn't have, through sleepless nights. She chose me. Now, the woman that was supposed to be in my life, she chose to do everything to hurt me. My real mother, my real mom, my mom that people would kill for, my mom that people would beg for, my mom that people would just like, I just need somebody to give a shit. I just need somebody to confirm that they care and that they'll fight. I need somebody who doesn't necessarily need to be obligated to do something, but does something because it's the right thing to do. That's my mom. This one. Right here. That one. Now, the people in my life before, not one time did they check on me. Not one time did, if there was a predator that they knew about, they didn't check to see if I was okay. They didn't check to see if I was alive. They didn't want to know if I was okay. I was told by somebody whose initials are JR that as long as I had a vagina and a mouth, I would never, ever go hungry or lonely. I could do everything that I needed if I used it right. That's what I was told by a few people. But it started with the man with the initials JR. Okay. And I used to believe that. I really did. I saw nothing wrong until I was 13 or 14. I saw nothing wrong with everything that was going on until I got a little bit older. And I was like, you know what? Something's not right. About 13, 14 years old. And then I ended up in foster care. I'm telling you right now, we've put out so much evidence and so much information that it's sick. It's exhausting. Some people don't realize how exhausting it is to fight with every being in your body and every piece of truth in your body, and everybody is going against you. It's exhausting. Can you stop asking me about my thoughts on so many other people, and can you just listen to me for a second? Can you do that? Everybody's so wrapped up in this person, and what about that person, and this person, what about that person? Do you realize that a lot of those people are hurting too? But do you realize I'm trying to talk to you right now and you're missing something? You've missed a lot. I've given a lot of information. I've put out so much information, from CPS documents, elite affidavits, police reports, court orders, hospital reports. So much. And it's still not enough. Right now there's threats and everything that's going on because we continue to put out information. And remember when I told you we don't talk about Diddy? We don't talk about a lot of the outlaws either. We don't talk about where I come from either. And you want to know why? It's because a lot of those people are still alive and they're still calling shots. They're still going to point the finger to somebody else. They're still going to say somebody else did it. And you want to know why? It's the same way with the elite parties. Well, I was only there until 1 o'clock in the morning. I left and I didn't do anything. You knew there was kids there. You knew what was going on. Yet you decided to wait years later, 17 years later, and then decided to say something when the heat was on you because you couldn't take the heat. You don't want to take responsibility for what you did. You don't want to take accountability for what you did. But you do want to blame somebody else for what was done. I know that narcissists and people that are so full of their ego will not take responsibility for what they did wrong to me and to a lot of other people. I realize that. That's why I always say there's no justice for me. I keep throwing out information. I keep saying that we'll keep speaking to our dying breath. I'm not kidding about that. I will continue doing that. I will continue speaking to our dying breath. Somebody threatened me on here last night. Ideas girl. Somebody threatened me and said that breath is coming. That last breath is coming soon. Okay. Okay. If I died today, if something happened to my mom today, at least I know I'll go to heaven with every bit of truth in my body. I'm okay with that. If I was lying to you, that's my problem. That's what I need to face. But I know I'm not, and I know that a lot of people need to take their time to understand that. If you've ever been traumatized by somebody, and you know you come on the other side of it, trying your best to do what's right, trying your best to be better than what they tried to make you to be, and to do something that's the right thing to do, then you know what I'm saying right now. If you don't get that, you don't know what I'm saying. And the only thing that you're going to continue to ask about is evidence and names. Something to make you feel better until it's personal for you. There's a lot of people who don't want to talk about things until it's personal for you. You know, I don't wish what I've been through on my worst enemy. There's some people that had a hold in my life, and I pray that you just feel an ounce of what you did to me. I still think that's too much to ask for. I don't incite any violence, and I'm not inciting any violence. But I think a lot of people need to take a second to stop and say, what is she saying? What is she saying? How would I know these things? Why would I be saying it? Okay. I have a lot of information on the Telegram after we do this live. There's some of my docu-series that we made ourselves that's going to play. There's people who are still, well, she's this person's daughter, and she's that person's daughter, and I think she was in this music video. I'm Shelly Carter's daughter. There is no other conversation after that. The woman who made sure that I'm still sitting here today was Shelly Carter. The woman who fought for me against mounds of evil people was Shelly Carter. Call her what you want. But at the end of the day, you know you can call her a damn good mom. Because if there was something that was sincerely wrong, I'd be shaking ass in all these cameras, right? I'd still be the person that I was. I'm a dancer. I'm a dance teacher. I dance with my clothes on now, but I'm a dance teacher. But how many women can you say is throwing ass in their camera? How many women can you say don't even know their worth? How many women can you say wear pounds of makeup and bundles of weave and every other fake thing and don't know their worth. Versus who I am. I'm a dance teacher. I love kids. I love that look on somebody's face when they learn something that they thought I could never get, because I was that person that was called illiterate and never going to amount to anything. So when somebody is able to get something, and if somebody is able to take that and keep moving and flourishing and prospering with that in their life, I am proud and happy for them, because nobody took the patience to be proud and happy for me. You can hear it. Can't you? If you're real, you can hear it. If you're real, you can see it. If you've been through it, you can feel it. It's the same way when you listen to music versus to listen to music. Well, 1 minute you can hear it, and you're like, okay. And then there's another minute you can feel it, and you're like, ooh, that feels good. The second that you stop for a second to connect those two, that's a whole different thing, right? You'll start crying to a song that's lyrics are crying and screaming for everything that you feel. You'll start bopping into music that you feel is everything that you feel and you wanted to say for a really long time, right? If you understand what I'm saying, you see me. Right? Can you see me? Can you see I'm tired? Like a lot. So, if you can understand that, and if you can feel that, the sad part is people are enabling the people who are the predators. Parents that you know are wrong. Abusers that you know had power and now they're losing power. You'll be able to read between the lines, right? Because can you see me? I'm 30 years old. Everything that happened as a child. So if you can see me, you can see I'm not playing with you, right? Okay. I'm tired. I'm tired in a very different way. I'm tired in a way today that I'm planning to kick out documents from foster care. I'm planning to kick out court orders from foster care. But then at the end of the day, I look at things and I'm just like, if I died today and you read all of my evidence, what does it matter? Because after you read my evidence, then what? What are you going to do for the kid who doesn't have evidence? What are you going to do for the kid who didn't know how to go after documents after the fact? What are you going to do for the kid who couldn't get up after they were raped and asked for a copy of the camera? What are you going to do after that? I'm happy it's gotten this far. I'm proud of the army that has been built. I'm shocked. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Never thought it would be. Because I was supposed to be dead at 16. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. So, what are you going to do after the fact? What are you going to do for somebody who doesn't have something to show you? You going to ignore them? When you see a kid going through something and you know their family is abusing them, but they're trying to cover it up, can you not read between the lines? After you listen to the parent, after you see these people that are coming on social media and they're like, I didn't do anything. I left at 1 o'clock. I didn't do anything. I never touched them. I didn't do anything. There was never a court case. What are you going to do? You going to sweep them under the rug? Are they going to be invisible? Because it's not enough for you? It's never going to be enough. No matter what I show you, it will never be enough. I know that. I know that. So, what are you going to do for the people that you... Can you read between the lines? It's always going to be too dark. It's always going to be too depressing. It's always going to be too much for somebody who doesn't know what that person is going through. But I'm going to tell you right now, it was too much for them. It was too dark for them. It's too depressing for them. And before you start to, well, all the elite, let's start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. For a second. Where did these kids come from? Who were their parents? And why didn't they do anything to begin with? I'm 30 years old. Where was everybody in my life before? I'm 30. I'll be 31 in February. Where was everybody at? Where was everybody at? Is anybody going to ask? Kids hurt kids too sometimes. So before you start getting stuck on elite and adults, kids hurt kids too because they've been hurt. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. We are not suicidal. There will be no car accidents. There will be no fires or overdoses. But if there is one, can you read between the lines? There's a call from the prisons. Someone thinks that they have a green light on us that they don't even know what they're talking about. So I'm telling you right now, just so you can focus before I go, if something happens to us after we get off this live, in the meantime, I just want you to know I have dropped paperwork, documents, information off with everybody around the world. And I'm telling all of you insurance holders that are watching this right now, if we are dead, there is no point for you to sit on that information. Do you hear me? No point. If we are no longer here, I expect you to please, I beg you, to please let everything out unredacted. As of right now, I've kept everything redacted. A lot of stuff redacted. I've been letting stuff out slowly for 4 years. Not the main stuff, though. Not unless somebody uncovers it themselves. But if you uncover it yourselves, I'll let go of all the redaction. I'm telling you right now that something is really wrong. Really wrong. The world will find out soon. Because it's not just about us. It's about you too. It's not going to be enough until it is very personal. The earthquakes and the disasters and the things, if you don't understand, they're organized. Because what is on November 3rd? I'm telling you right now that something is wrong. Very, very, very wrong. And unless you, as a human being, because there's crimes against humanity, if you understand there's no feds that's going to help, there's no authority that gives a shit about our justice system. The justice system is rigged. After a certain point of taking things up the food chain, it gets into the hands of corruption, and that's how things are silenced. If you don't understand that, I don't know what else to tell you, because you should be able to see it, right? So I'm telling you right now, once again, something is very, very, very wrong. And if I die today, this is being recorded for quality assurance purposes. If this video is played at my funeral, please, I beg you, release everything. There is no point to sit on a kill switch. There is no point to give a shit about rules or policies when we're no longer here. Do you hear what I'm saying? Insurance holders, are you with me? Okay? This is that red light that we've been talking about for a very long time. A lot of people are still not with us when it comes to education on the children. We're still on, well, why didn't you go to the feds? And what were you wearing? And it's your fault. And I don't understand why. And they're my idol. We're still taking long with this war because a lot of people still don't get it. And a lot of people won't get it. You're fighting with family members and being called a conspiracy theorist, mentally unaware and all of this other shit, digging on webs and stuff because it's not true. We're at that point of the war. Let them go. Let them go. There's no other point to fight with people. We're tired. Do you hear me? Because a lot of people can't grasp what I'm just saying. It's about the children. No matter what message you want to come after me for, no matter what you want to say, no matter what part you don't want to believe, no matter what message do we carry? We have always said it is about the children. It's not just about me. Never just made it about me. I'm just the loudest one. So I'm telling you right now, a lot of people don't want to get it. There's enough of you to do something, anything. And there's so many of you able to get loud. We choose to back up. We choose to be tired. We choose to let go because it's a little too much. I'm telling you right now, when it matters to you, if you've been there and if you've done that, if you've been through this type of trauma, you know that no matter when you let go, it's not going to stop. The world doesn't stop just because you're having a bad day. It still keeps going. Okay? So insurance holders, I know y'all are tired just as much as we are. And there's a lot of you 90s that are listening that's like sitting on here. And if you're a warrior for the children, then you're one of those that are sitting on here that's like, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm surrounded by NPCs that don't give a shit. I'm surrounded by people who just want to keep sticking their head in the sand. No matter which way I scream, we are still underwater. That's the world we live in. I'm telling you right now, if you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. But as far as the insurance holders, let them go. It's time. Remember when I kept saying we're running out of time? It's time. I don't know what's going to click. There's too many people for it not to click, but I don't know what's supposed to click. I don't know how many ways people, there's nobody really pointing people back to children. Everybody just wants to collect money. Nobody is really saying like, hey, can we talk about the kids? Can we go back towards the kids? Can we shine a light on the kids? Can we please Save the kids. Just talk about the kids. After so many times, it's exhausting. I know you feel like that. So, everybody's like, what do I do? Something. Anything. I've painted rocks. I've been to court. Been to private investigators. Been raw and told my story. Been naked to the world. Put my face and my name out there. Lost everything from my home to my animals to my job. I lost myself. And still, I've put out so much evidence and nobody hears me. I'm tired. I'm not saying I'm done. I'm just saying I'm tired. And I'm really irritated because I don't want anybody to take this in confusion of like I'm weak or I'm tired. I'm exhausted in ways that I don't even think I could put into words. And I know there's a lot of people who feel the same way I do. Like, I ain't even been through it, and I'm tired. I'm tired for the kids. Like, what the fuck? So, you know what? It's cool. There's survivors that are still in this life. I hate you. I'm still fighting for you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not the way I wanted to come on this live. I'm tired. I can't even fucking hide it. I'm tired. Like, woo! Do it. There's somebody threatening us right now in a way that I'm just like, you know what? Do it. Do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do it. Do it. You can't take any more that you have already fucking taken. So do it. Do it. I can do it. Do it. I dare you. Do it. And make sure you don't miss. Because I bet you the second that you pop your head up, you're going to prove my point. So you know what? Take your best shot. Do it. Make sure you don't miss. Do it. Fucking do it. Do it. You know who I'm talking. Do it. Because you know I'm not lying. You just want me to shut up. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be My pain tolerance is out of this world. I'll be fine. I'm used to pain. I shouldn't be. I'm used to it. Do it. Go ahead. I know where I'm going. And Rosemary is not his mother. I know where I'm going. And if I don't make it there, at least I know I did everything that I could do. Do it. If you give a shit, then you know that the message that we carry has always, will always, and never detour from other children. I have never been selfish and just been like, it's about me. Ever. I'm willing to take the truth to my grave. Do it. I hope you can see how tired I am. Because when you finally do it, it's my turn. If I'm still here and you hit like a bitch, then you need to know. I will come back. Even if I'm dead. Do it. I'm okay with it. So, Telegram, in just a little bit, is gonna play some recaps of the series that I made with my mom and heroes for 90s Nation News. Everyday people, angels, I'm telling you, and angels that understand. I'm probably gonna have to call on some people just to be a witness, because if we get killed, at least somebody can say, I saw it. Unlike Charles Gillespie, I saw it. Unlike a lot of other people, I saw it. So, if you can be a witness, if you can stand with us, coming through your area and you can stand with us, we're gonna need your help. Because we're tired. We don't need your money. Your presence is powerful. Just your presence is powerful. If you can come stand with us, if you can drive with us, if you can watch the things that we're about to go through, not just from an internet perspective, from a real perspective, standing right next to us, do it. Please. We would appreciate you. I'm starting to call random people that just are in the area that we're passing through, and we gonna figure it out. I would rather die in the hands of an angel that I met on the streets than to go back to what I'm used to. You hear me? I'd rather die and bleed out on the streets in the blood in the hands of a stranger than to put the blood back in the hands that it began in. Do you hear what I'm saying? One day in your heart, not on your physical body. If you have anything to do with the reason that everybody is speaking out for these victims, I hope that you can feel just an inkling of what they feel. I'm not inciting any violence. This is being recorded for quality assurance purposes. I'm just saying that one day, I hope you can understand how much I've tried to give you, how much I've tried to tell you, how much I've torn myself apart trying to tell you. Why would I? How do I know all the things that I know? What details could I give up to you? Why? And the only time that you can, when a nurse knows a nurse, when an alcoholic knows an alcoholic, an addict knows an addict, shit, a popo officer knows a popo officer, trauma knows trauma. So I know you see me. And I thank you for that. Telegram admin, I'd give it about 30 minutes. And y'all can start what you're about to start. And I thank everybody for going to Telegram and watching things so close. Don't get wrapped in the elite. I never said who exactly my bloodline is. I never said it. I've never said it. I've never said 4 words that some people are looking for. I've never said that. Never told you a few other things. I've never unredacted old names. I've started unredacting elite names. I kept some social workers quiet. Their names are there. I was from Riverside County Child Protective Services in their custody. I never gave you a few of my social workers' name with the initials JS, with the initials ES, with the initials JS. I never gave you those names directly. I've always kept them covered. But if I died today, that's called a kill switch. Insurance holders, don't sit on that shit. Let it out. Let it out like a fart. Hurt your stomach if you don't. Right? So just let that shit out. Please. Okay. Mama, you got anything? Hey, I just want to ask you a question. I love you.
I love you too, kid.
You're a great mom.
You're a pretty good kid.
Not all the time, but you're a great mom.
You're a pretty good kid.
How are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good.
You
I'm
doing
ready to get on with this.
You ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah?
Yep.
You've been through a lot, huh? When I called you at 16 years old and I was in the car and I just dropped a phone because someone was raping me with the initials JS? You remember how many times you called the social worker and it was recorded after that?
A lot. I wasn't their favorite person.
Oh.
I'm probably still not. And that's fine with me because they're not my favorite people either.
When did you start talking about MK Ultra and programming and DID and everything that you've seen to Riverside County CPS?
From a long time ago.
Did you call them when I went missing?
Called them. I wrote letters. I petitioned the courts. Yeah, they weren't real happy with me.
So a real mother, she blew the hotline up. She called all of Riverside County CPS. And she told them everything that's documented. I have it all. Somebody slipped and gave those documents over. They didn't give them all over, but we have a lot of them and they're sprinkled all over the world now. I'm about to just start kicking shit out. I'm about to just start kicking it like a soccer ball. I'm about to just start kicking it out. Okay? But when I was in Riverside County CPS, when I came up missing, did the FBI come to your house?
They did.
They did. And they talked to you, no?
No, they talked to somebody that was also living in the house. I tried calling them back numerous times. They never responded.
Do you remember when I called you from my boyfriend's house when I was missing?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the times that I told you I was still okay? I just wanted to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You remember those times?
Yep.
Yeah. That was a lot.
I think most of that is documented in the paperwork.
Oh, it's all documented, even down to your voicemail.
Yeah.
I can read your voicemail off. You can always tell the mom versus the person that doesn't care. Okay? Because when my mom called, she started cussing people out. She's like, great job, CBS. Great job. Do you understand that she could, if something happens to her, it's on you, CPS. Right? I can still read you that voicemail. But the people who were supposed to be calling and checking and supposedly my blood and all that stuff, my surrogate, I also have their information too. They didn't really call, did they? No. They didn't really check to see if I was okay. They didn't care if I was still alive. After I went missing at 16 years old, sorry. I came back at 17. I was missing 17 and a half. I came back. And then I met with Mr. Misunderstood and his wife and his son. And then at one point, I told my social worker, you are not going to murder me. I'm going home. And she said, yeah, go. She placed me in a SILP placement, SILP, with my mom. At damn near 18. Because I called her. And I said, these people are going to kill me. And I don't know how many ways you need me to express it to you. I don't know how many ways that you need me to spell this out for you. But you're not going to let this woman kill me. So I started running. Because Aaliyah had tied me down. And then they took off a piece of their staircase banister. And they started raping me with it. Because I pulled a gun on Mr. Misunderstood, his own gun. And I didn't shoot him. I missed. That's what happened. I'm telling you, the God honest truth, that's what happened. That is what happened. They were trying to kill me. I didn't have any other choice. I was bleeding so bad, and his mom was putting me in the tub with stuff that was making me burn from the blood. So I tried to kill him. Yeah. Because they were trying to kill me. And when I finally got out of there, I called her. And I said, you are not going to kill me. Because you know. You know what's going on. The same way you knew what was going on before the fact. I ended up in Riverside ETS. Because I was going to a school in Moreno Valley, California, off of Nason Street. And at one point, they were trying to kill me. And it was police officers that were in on it, including my surrogate. And I told them, you are not. I've had enough. I've had enough. I can't sit down. I've had enough. And whether they beat me or put me in handcuffs again and rape me until I can't stand up or sit down, I'll just kill myself. That's how I ended up walking into Riverside ETS Mental Hospital and then going to Chino Hills Mental Hospital for a month after, and then right into foster care. I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. At one point, I was just like, the next time you see me, I will put myself in the body bag before they do it. I got to the mental hospital, and then I was so calm. I was so calm because I was like, when I finally leave from here, I'm done. You don't have to believe me. I'm not trying to scare you. I think everybody just finally saw it, that I was like, I'm tired of them. And no matter what they say, you're going to go off and hang off of every word. I'm tired of them. That's how I ended up in Riverside ETS and then Chino Hills Hospital for a month, and then into foster care. And a lot of people knew I was serious after that, because I was like, you know what, my circuit is dating everything. That's my authority. There's nothing that anybody can say, because it's not going to stop. There were times that I was raped so much that I thought that I was having my period in the bathtub, because there was just blood everywhere. And then there was one time when I was raped to the point that I was burning, and I got out of the tub and I tried to tell, and my surrogate told me, you bathed too hard, get out of my face. As a kid, what do? As a kid, how do you cope? Because I couldn't. I started to give up a lot. There's so many times where I was just like, I don't even know what to do with the pain. I could pretend like it didn't hurt, but it hurt a lot, in ways that a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes I would act like it didn't hurt physically, but oh, my soul still hurts. And everybody, it's your fault. What did you do? You made him mad. I'll never forget the time that my pimp held me down and tried to suffocate me. And it was the matter of, stop fighting me. You're gonna learn to stop fighting me. I learned. It took a while, but I learned. There's at one point where somebody can try to kill you, and it's the worst way to go out, so you learn to stop fighting. You learn. And everybody's still, it's my fault. I can't have kids anymore. It's my fault. It's not my fault. I have a lot of problems and a lot of issues that I still haven't worked through. But I do realize that some of that is not my fault. And you, if you've been abused, it wasn't your fault. It was theirs. So if you're still stuck on, well, I started talking shit, or I started fighting, so did I. It's a normal reaction. I started fighting to the point I couldn't fight anymore. It's not your fault. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to have everybody in your life, the women that's supposed to be nurturing, the men who you're supposed to feel safe with and think that they're supposed to be an example of love. I know how that feels. To feel like I suffocated, and some of that was probably my fault. I made them do it. I had to pay for what they did. It was a punishment. It's not. That's just what they want you to believe, so you never say, hey, it's you. It's not me. When you realize it's not you, it's them, there's a whole different ballgame to life after that. You're a different person. I know there's some situations that I can't get over. I'm not saying that there's going to be some situations that you could be like, I can't. My nightmares are so bad. I've been pacing since 6 a.m. this morning. Things that I thought that I couldn't feel anymore are all over my body. My skin is crawling. I could scrub with bleach and it will never go away. I'm telling you right now, it's not your fault. You could tear your skin off with a potato peeler and it still wouldn't be enough. It's not your fault. If you've been abused, you know that feeling afterwards for a few days, thinking about everything that happened, and you're just like, okay, but it wasn't that bad. So maybe that's the way that you're supposed to be punished, or maybe that's the way of learning something, and okay, I got it from the pain that I feel today. I'm feeling better, so it's really not that bad. I can get over it. That's just not true either. It's not your fault. It's not. I'm so sick of people telling me it was me. I'm so tired of people telling me it was me. Nobody else in this world is God. You don't get to play God. I don't care who you are. You don't get to play God. And if you're supposed to be a mother or father, your job is to love your child, nurture them, and to show them the way so they don't misunderstand somebody else in their life. That's your job. And if I ever was able to have a child, that's my job. And I can't have kids. So a lot of kids that come in my life, I try to show them that through the way that I teach them, through the way that I care about them. They may not look like me, but their heart will. I'm not at all who people made me to be. I'm not even close. I wouldn't be that person. I understand someone hurt me so many times that I could count, that it's on me to change that. It's not on me to continue it. It's on me to change it. It's not about who did what. It doesn't matter anymore. There's no time machine to take it back. There's no time machine to rewind it and stop it. There's nothing I can do about it. So at this point in time, if I ever had a kid, I wouldn't be that person. I would be the person I needed. And you should too, if you understand that it wasn't your fault. Every child, every person that walks in your life, you should treat them with the patience that you needed. It's up to you to break that chain. Do it. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Just fucking do it. My kids that I just left, I love you guys. And you notice that I treated you the way that I needed somebody to treat me. I will always have patience with you. You will always be more than enough. I was never enough. Until now, I was never enough. I don't care what I could do. It was never enough. I could turn myself inside out. I could do everything they told me to do. It was never enough. I get that with some part of the world. I don't care what I say. I don't care what I do. It's sometimes not going to be enough. I don't care. I don't care. I know there's going to be a day too where I'm just going to start crying and there's not going to be any laughing. I'm not going to be able to come back from it. It's fine. So, I'm gonna go lay down. I just need to lay down. And I'll get back up swinging. I swear, I just need to lay down. My head is spinning. My PTSD is PTSDing at a level I cannot. My skin is fucking crawling. My nightmares are so bad. And the amount of people who still just want to fuck with me, I'm tired. So I just want to lay down. I'm not giving up. I just need to lay down. Oh, I'll swing again. I'm just like, just give me a second.